welcome you to our 2K Sports broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy.
Go.
Tip-off goes to UConn. "13 feet away. Rebounded by Richmond. Here's Gray. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that's incredible concentration right there from her. Taking the hit and finding a way to score through it.
Pass to Mabry. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Plum. And yes, it's good.
What effort from Plum down in the paint. Outworking the defense and getting a shot.
Pass to Morrow. There's the pick. Here's Mabry. Here's Charles. Got a piece of it.
And she showed some great instincts on the block. Reading that play and getting into position.
Here's Plum from past the arc. That shot off the mark. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Mabry. Plays it up and banks it in.
Attacking the heart of that defense. She was in point-blank range.
Here's Plum. Count the basket. Pass to Mabry. Shoots from 14. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, just getting it done from the mid-range. You see how dangerous she can be from there.
Here's Cardoso. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Plum. Stolen away. Pass to Mabry. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Look, she knows how important that shot is for effectiveness of this offense.
Here's Gray. And another basket from Richmond.
Assist goes to Kelsey Plum. 2 remaining minutes. 2 minutes.
Here's Mabry. With the shot. Rebounded by Richmond. Pass to Stewart. Jacks up a three. Bangs home the trifecta.
Sharp shooting from Stewie. She is the definition of a stretch big.
Here's Charles. Over to the wing. Three-pointer. No good there. And it's Richmond's ball. Here's Stewart. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
With her skill level, you can forget that Stewart is 6'4" and can do serious damage inside.
Takes it off the glass.
These looks can be easy money if you've got the skills she has.
And foul on the shot. So she'll get a chance at the line.
Top pick of the 2017 draft. Kelsey Plum was a good player in her first couple of years, but she's become a great one after a few off seasons. Credit Kelsey for continuing to improve her game.
And it's UConn's ball. Trailing by 4. Allen, that's good.
Hey, the more effective she is inside, the more pressure she takes off her teammates.
Driving the lane. Plum, no good. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep. Rebounded by Richmond. Stewart down low. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, it won't get much easier for her than that.
Now here's Allen. "16 feet away. And Edwards launches it from deep. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Richmond ahead. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Richmond so far. Guys?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Richmond leading by 4. And that one's good. Burton.
Yeah, those were 2 weight room points. She's been putting in the work in the gym. Certainly helps you in game.
Pass to Rivers. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Richmond. And here is Howard. Here's Burton. Pocket 6. And 2 free throws coming up. They call the shooting foul.
The defenders can be so aggressive, and using that shot fake can be effective. She's a high IQ player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the home team has possession. 8-point game. Rivers finds Allen. Now here's Edwards.
Richmond foul call. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Goes up off the inbound. Rebounded by Howard. Richmond leading by 8. Drops in the layup for 2.
I think she enjoyed challenging the defense there, showing them she was unstoppable inside.
Pass to Charles. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, McBride passes to Howard. Here's Burton. Here's Austin. The layup off target. Here's Rivers. And the shot is good.
Yeah, I like the effort to work the ball inside, and she cashes in.
Pass to Howard. And here's Austin. Here's Burton. And the shot goes in. And Richmond leads by 10. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Timeout called here. UConn decides to talk it over. Teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. That one's good, and the Richmond lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Morrow.
Yeah, there was a lot of bumping going on inside, but she's able to fight through the defense and convert the shot.
Plum, no good. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And it's UConn's ball. They trail by 7. Pass to Morrow. There's a good screen. Here's Charles. Shoots a 3. That's tipped.
Getting all of that. What a block. She is fierce.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Lets the 3 fly.
Solid defense there. She stayed attached and made that a difficult shot.
Austin no luck. To the middle. That one's good, and the Richmond lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Charles. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. Burton banked in off the glass.
Oh, great touch inside. She'll make them pay.
We've got 1:18 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Mabry. Here's the 3. The rebound by McBride. Richmond leading by 7. Right wing. Here's Burton. And the layup is good.
That's top-notch decision-making by her. Lets the screen get set up and then sees that her own shot was the best option.
The shot's good. And it's Richmond's ball. Here's Burton. Bucket is good.
But when you let someone like her get into a rhythm, you're digging your own grave.
Here's Mabry. They trail by 9 points. 6 to shoot. Going inside. Wide open. Morrow, no good. Howard with it. Here's Austin. And the layup's good off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Richmond lead. And so it's Richmond holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Richmond leading by 11. Stolen. And now UConn. Fast break. The shot by Mabry, no good. Inside. It's deflected. Down low, Morrow, and the shot goes in.
Well, give her credit. The defense was solid, but she just beats them with better offense.
I understand this. They ain't trying to let me go to the house. Get a shot off.
And now UConn. Fast break.
After a while. I'm not.